So one thing this pandemic and limited of races taught me, of us, is let's look at the last 3 months. How many world records, close world records have we seen? If I can take my own career, but let's park that one for now. If I can take Hervé, my wife's career, she actually did this year 3 races. It was the qualification race in Italy, in close to Florence. It was SA Half in Eastern Cape. And the 50K, she was actually supposed to pace, but she completed 3 races, and she's in a shape of her life. She had, before these 3 competitions, it was Soweto 2019. She almost went 18 months without 1 race. So now I'm asking myself, or maybe you can tell me, Manfred, don't you think we over race? For one, the rule, you race yourself into shape. Now I'm questioning my own career. I always thought, okay, SAs must be your 4th or 5th race, and then Europe. And so I calculated actually this morning, some years I had 25 finals in a year. 25. And then the Olympics normally was my 20th race, or sometimes as I went older, it was less. But I came actually to the conclusion we're actually racing too much. That can also be linked to our conversation, the topic today, why some of our athletes are not transitioning from school to senior. Look at our school level athletics. They start inter-high or inter whatever, end of January, and then they do, some of them go to the Gauteng Challenge, and then some of them all the way to a global challenge. And then 3-4 months, maybe another sport, and then all over again. Some of the competitions start already in October, some of them earlier. So I'm thinking we're racing too much, Manfred.
But you are right. If you do look at the amount of races that happen in the South African season, it's quite a lot. But then you've also got to look at, so you take your wife Yvette, she competes in the longer distances, which means your body does take a lot longer to recover. And that has happened globally. We've had this year off. I mean, just look at what happened from September, October last year in the marathons and beyond. It's been phenomenal. I mean, Joshua Chep, the guy with 2 world records in the 5 and the 10,000. Jacob winning world half marathon champs. Kibubat Kandi breaking the world half marathon record. Valencia, the marathon and the half marathon, the depth was absolutely insane. And that is, I agree, because of the recovery element. I mean, there is the story about the shoes, but that's a complete different conversation right now. There certainly is an element of recovery. You mentioned Yvette having not literally raced for 18 months. That definitely is a big issue. And I do think, you know, especially on the junior level, you know, your body takes a lot of hard knocks. Yes, we you know, in our 20s up to our early 30s, we do recover, you know, quicker than we do in 40s, 50s, and so on. That's normal. But I mean, you ask yourself, LJ, when you were 22, that niggle that you felt when you were 22, compared to that very same niggle when you were 32, how much longer did it take you to recover from that? So, yeah, I mean, those are very valid points about over racing, and how do we manage that structure with the age groups to make sure that A, they enjoy it, and that so that we don't lose them to the sport, and B, that they're actually healthy to be able to compete. It's a challenge.